To be honest with you, I ain't really never liked the name like that.
Yeah.
So just Sayso just came, made it sound a little bit better. I just liked it. This shit ran with it.
Now, you do rap, you do music.
Yeah.
You what was your upbringing like, man? Coming out to Memphis, like what was it like young for you?
It's kind of hard, but like being from Memphis, it's kind of hard to avoid, certain shit. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like we don't really get like a suburban area. Like it's hard for anybody to keep their child out of bullshit in Memphis. In
So
any
you say
part of
ain't really
Memphis.
no Rich Hills, man. You
Nah,
can really move to.
yeah, we ain't got none of that shit in the city. No,
Yeah.
we ain't got nothing like that, man. We ain't seeing no Rolls Royces, no Bentleys, and none of that shit, growing up. So it's hard to keep your child out of the mix, regardless, anywhere in the city. So
Right. How was it, man, for you? You ain't never getting no drugs or nothing young, did you?
nah, I was fucking with this shit.
Yeah,
This fucking,
Yeah. Well,
growing up with none of that other shit.
Well, I just know because, like you said, man, it's low poverty areas. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers on a lot of shit, you know?
Motherfuckers, a lot of shit. Yeah, for sure. But where I'm from, like my hood, like, Raleigh, Northwood Hills, and, around that way, like my hood, like most of the people where I'm from, like, we ain't had that problem in our circle. You see what I'm saying? And I talk about that all the time. I was just telling my partner about this a couple days ago. Like, I'm glad, like, where our particular circle, like, we ain't have no drug problems. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We had problems going on, but when nobody on them drugs, like, we ain't had that shit in our team, our circle. You see what I'm saying? We ain't allowed that shit for real. So, it will look down upon. You see what I'm saying? We ain't this shit, smoke weed, what we do, but I'm glad we were like that. Like, my team, we out here, we get money. I was always rapping, man. I got some old ass shit.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And I'll never tell you how to find it. You see what I'm saying?
Sometimes, hey, man, when a
I've been rapping.
motherfucker start to blow, I always feel like, man, shit, people be wanting to hear that shit.
Hell
the shit
yeah.
that you ain't dropped. Like, I want to hear.
I got some old ass shit, like when I was like 11 and shit, in the studio around rapping. And I've been doing music and just rapping, but I never really took it serious. But I knew I was hard. Like, you see what I'm saying? Whenever I would drop something, everybody would fuck with it. I just knew I was hard. I'm a good critic. I never was really taking it serious.
Do you criticize yourself?
Yeah, I criticize myself with everything I do.
Yeah.
I'm my biggest critic.
Yeah, especially with the music, because you say, like, well, I'll criticize other people's music, but, you got to probably be your biggest critic, right?
Yeah, I'm my biggest critic for sure. For sure. I'm always, making sure everything I'm doing is done to perfection. You see what I'm saying? As best as I can.
Yeah.
I'm always, like, 10 steps, trying to stay 10 steps ahead. You know what I mean?
Right. And, you know what I'm saying? In Memphis, growing up, did you blow up out of Memphis, or where do you feel like you caught the biggest buzz at? Where you think, like, they with you, like they with me here?
Okay, I started doing my thing because I started getting a little money. But as soon as I started getting some money, smart thing with me, I got up out of that motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? Went straight to. I moved around a little bit, but where it really kind of just took out for me, where I feel like my name really kind of just popped, really in Vegas. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I moved to Vegas, and I was in Vegas doing my thing and shit.
Who was you out there working with?
You see on what?
Who was you out there working with? You work with any Las Vegas artists?
No, I want really. When I went to Vegas, it was more so just my image of who I am blowing up. Like I said, I still wasn't taking music serious. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was doing music here and there, and I had dropped a song, and it was getting around. But I really don't want to take music serious. Just in Vegas, it's just kind of really where I just, just turned up and just got my name out there. So when I started doing music, I immediately had a fan base because I had a fan base before I started taking music serious.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
You say people was fucking with you already before out there.
Exactly, for sure.
Well, that's a way to capitalize then. I can feel that. You know what I'm saying? Versus just watching for nothing.
Yeah, for sure. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're gonna make sure I stay trying to do the best I can, like promoting on Instagram, and I'm pushing my people, pushing everybody that's around me, pushing positive shit, even in my music. You see what I'm saying?
You be sole investor into you, right?
Yeah, for sure.
You ain't had no labels or anybody deals?
Nah, I just signed. I'm signed to TSL. I'm Sauce Walka artist.
Yeah, okay. You know what I'm saying? How long you been with him?
I've been signed to Walk for about 6 months.
What's the experience with that like?
Yeah. You know what I mean? Walk a real nigga, bro. My love dude. You know what I mean? He a good dude.
That's what it's always about to me. Like, it's about, knowing how to do business. If a motherfucker do good business, they always all right with me, man. I like good business at the end of the day, So if that's what I feel like a motherfucker should be looking for first and foremost on signing to a label. Business, man. People who do good business.
Yeah.
And there's always somebody I feel like who has probably fucked with them before all that. You know what I'm saying? You can probably talk to like, hey man, what's it been like over here for you? Motherfucker gonna probably tell you some bullshit, but they gonna tell you some real shit in the mix of it too,
Yeah.
So I mean, I get pull from where you can pull from on that one.
Yeah, Walka good dude. Like, I was when I was in Houston, this is around the time when the pandemic first started. And I was in Houston, and I had rented like a little S63, and I was out there racing and shit. And they was doing the street races every weekend, and I was out there racing. I had went viral and shit like that just over the Instagram. And Sauce just hit me up in my inbox, in my DM, like, I was just in Houston, I had just rented some shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just riding, racing that motherfucker, just fucking around in the city. Walk. That's how I ended up meeting Walk. He DM me like, "Yo, pull up, nigga. Let's race that motherfucker."
Yeah.
So I pulled up and raced, and that shit kind of had went viral. But I was fucking with Walk 2 years. You see what I'm saying? I ain't really even come to him about trying to do no music or nothing.
I was gonna ask you, like, were you already doing music when
I had
you
music?
met him?
I had music. You see what I'm saying? He knew I had music, but it's like, and my partner and the people that's around me told me I had to like kind of break out of it because it was like I didn't want to come around nobody. Like I had been around a bunch of different people and celebrities, but when I come around, like I never wanted to come around and be, throwing just music. I do this, I do that in their face. You see what I'm saying? 1,000 people, a million people do that. You
that's
see what I'm
facts.
saying?
Motherfuckers be
I ain't
feeling
with all
weird.
that. I'm a real one, so I know what type of dude I am. Anybody that's around me, anybody that's gonna feel my energy, gonna know. I'm a good dude regardless. I'm a people person. People gravitate to me for sure.
Yeah, that's a good mindset because it really will open up more doors for you when you just sit there and you just play your cool. You know what I'm saying? Because like you said, motherfuckers do be tripping. Like they be wanting to like, oh man, take this, and it feels pressuring. You know what I'm saying? You got to put yourself in them shoes. So I feel that. Like, damn, like do I want somebody just just fuck with me, shake my hand, chill. Now if something organically happens, that's cool. I can fuck with that where motherfucker be like, hey man, you do music? Yeah, like listen to my shit. But let them kind of ask. Let them be, let them wonder what, you know what I'm saying? Who are you?
Yeah.
You do something, because off your characteristics, man. Is that how you feel like you feel like Walk saw that in you?
I feel like Walk just saw I was a real dude in general. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what it's really about. That's what he really looking for. He looking for, just somebody that gonna do. You know what I mean? He him. You see what I'm saying?
I wanted to know, were y'all hanging out before you signed?
Yeah. We was fucking with each other. You know what I mean? Before I signed.
Yeah.
Anytime he was coming to Miami, or whenever we was in the same city, I was linking with him, chopping it with him.
Right.
Or any certain day, he'll call my phone. I call his phone. Here and there.
So y'all built y'all relationship off, what I'm saying, before you even walked in. It wasn't just on some like, you got a deal for me, and you just jumping on the shit.
For sure. And we had a mutual friend that I was good friends with, TSL One Punch. That's my partner, my brother, my real life brother right there.
Man.
So so that's what really locked it in. You see what I'm saying?
So you really plan on taking music for the long haul?
Yeah.
You here to stay?
Yeah, for sure.
You serious about it?
Yeah, for sure.
What projects have you been working on? Are there any other like big artists maybe you had your eye on that you feel like you want to collaborate with?
I want to do something with Cap. Honestly, I do some shit with Cap. I do some shit with Rollo. And it's a bunch of artists, man. You know what I'm saying?
Well, name off a few that like you really got your eye on that you like, man. Hey, I'm trying to go jump in the booth with y'all, man. Come on, let's get some bread.
It ain't even that.